Morning. I thought we could, it's a beautiful morning, and I thought we could take a quick walk through the system. Here I'm on the top terrace, and as you can see, it's quite well overgrown. The garden's quite well, it's dense. Got a sweet potato through here. Peppers are coming good, sweet peppers. New seedlings there, lettuce coming through. We come down here, we can see our little rabbit hutch. There's the mama. She's just had some babies. She's not sure what she is, but she's crossed with a New Zealand. And here she sits above the worm farm, which is underneath there. There's our worm leachate. And here is a nice steaming compost pile. So that's the top terrace. As we move down, you can see from my last update that I've removed now the IBR, the fish, the ponds, and I've got the fish in with the rice. Which all seems to be coming along happily. Here's our garden of chaos, which we've just replanted. So from the last one, the water goes underneath this garden and is constantly through an ebb and flow, aerating as well as the whole nitrification process. Coming inside the garden very quickly, we've just planted cauliflowers and broccolis going into late summer, some cabbages, see some spring onions, lots of carrots. Tomatoes keep coming up still everywhere, which I just keep pulling out and using as a top mulch. Quite incredible how many tomatoes came up. The comfrey, which is what I use to make a mulch as well. You can see I took a whole lot out there, and I'm going to tear that up. Keeps the slugs away, and really beautiful as a mulch. Here's another tomato. You just do that. This comfrey's been quite incredible, I must say. It brings lots of nutrients up from the bottom as well. Move them around. There's some turmeric, lemongrass. The hops went wild. There's some basil still, and some marrows, and some mint. That's all great. There's the rice. Here's a new garden, which we've just finished, and it's started to plant out now and put some mulch on. Looking good. Soil's looking fantastic, isn't it? Coming around here, it's our central rice paddy. It's got about 60 fish. Nice Mozambique tilapia swimming around it, and when we look down here we can see that the rice is now showing itself. You can see here this is called a pinnacle, which swell up and split open, and out comes the rice, wild African rice, which is really what we've been all about. This pond is really well aerated. And that water comes from that garden up there, the garden of chaos. Coming across quickly, and we can see that this garden too is coming to the end. The beans have been picked, most of them. The tomatoes, basil's still looking good. There's some comfrey and peanuts, and the amaranth ready for harvesting. This garden is now too going to get ready for winter, well, let's say for autumn planting. This is our density, our little laboratory where we're testing the densities. We did plant this garden out with the rice. Well, it's paddy, it's not a garden, it's a paddy. A month after the others. So, but I can see when I look closely, and then the panicles are coming through. And as I said, this is where we're testing the different densities. We planted this rice in containers to allow the fish to be part of the process from the beginning. And I will be able to deduce from that the best density to plant for next year, where all the gardens will be planted in the same fashion, just long rows of crates, so that there will be raised rice beds. This paddy over here had a hole in it, so we've taken everything out. You can see all our materials that we make up the gardens is sitting on the outside now, and the water is coming through underneath. It's coming across through those holes, and it's moving down through the hole, which is down behind those trays there, and it's acting as a nice wicking bed almost for our seedlings. So I'm going to actually decided to hold off on planting it out. There's a lettuce there that's we've been experimenting with to see how it does, just sucking up the water. We use coir and the worm casings as a medium. So this has also been a nice little test laboratory. And when we come down to our final paddy, which was the first one we built, beautiful thick clay walls, you can see the rice coming through. This is just cycling now. Beautiful. There's a whole lot of rice there. Lots of fish in here. We use a different kind of tilapia in here, Tilapia spalmonii, which is far more cold resistant. And we also have some mosquito eaters around as well, but they seem to be happy inside there. So that's a little bit of a longer update, just to give you an idea. I hope it's informative and can get folk going with their own gardens. A quick little pan around. I must move those tanks. There's our beautiful environment there on Koudeberg. Here's our new pig house. They're about to be introduced to a boar. We'll have piglets in a few months' time. And we can see it's going to be an absolutely... Here's our honeybush tea across on that side. It's an absolutely beautiful morning. Well, I wish you all a good day, and I hope this helped. Bye now.